What's good, y'all? It's ACRYLIC here, back with another video. So guys, I'm going to get right into it today. I'm going to be talking to you, because it's going to be a long one. I'm going to be talking to you about how you can make money with Cricut, but I'm going to be talking to you about unique things that you can actually make with your Cricut. So a lot of people on YouTube talk about how you can make t-shirts, wooden signs, how you can make ashtrays and rolling trays. When you can make money doing those things, but I want to take a different perspective on this type of video. So let's get into it. So the first thing that I feel like there's a really big gap in the market that I don't see a lot of people doing is making custom packaging for small brands. So this is just a pair of eyelashes that I had, and with my Cricut, I came up with this random brand and just put a little mascara thing here, but I came up with these lashed lashes. So what I'm saying, and what the purpose of me showing you this is, like, you can literally go onto AliExpress, find some cute lash boxes, and you can offer customization to small businesses, and you can make bank. Like, you can literally get 100 lash boxes for like 20 bucks on AliExpress, and you can customize them and sell them for double or even triple. So that is something that I don't see too many people talking about. I'm gonna go really quickly and show you here. You probably just hear my voice at this point. Some boxes that I found on AliExpress, so you can see the price and you can see how easy this can be. So literally all you have to do is go buy some boxes off of AliExpress, go get some sticker paper, or however you want to do it. If you want to do it in vinyl, you can do that as well. And you can offer custom packaging to small brands. So I have stuff over here, so don't mind me like reaching over and stuff. So this is just something that I made because for my candle brand, I have people who locally want to buy them, and I didn't want to spend too much on packaging. So I just put my brand logo on a bag that the candles will come in. And this is something that, I mean, obviously you can do a little bit more upscale version of the bags or the logo, but this is something that you can offer small businesses, because not every small business owner is going to have a Cricut. Not everyone is going to want to use a Cricut or know how to use it. So small business packaging, customization is a way to differentiate yourself from other people who have Cricut businesses, as well as get repeating customers. Because, like, for instance, if you're selling t-shirts with, like, you cut out designs and you sell t-shirts making your Cricut, yeah, people may buy one or two, but a business who you provide them with custom packaging, they're going to continue to purchase the packaging from you, because they're going to need it. Once they start selling products, boom, they're going to need more packaging, and then they're going to come to you. And that's how you build relationships. That's how you can, grow your business, and you can do all types of things. So don't just think because I showed you lashes in a bag that's all you could do with custom packaging. You could sell hair boxes. Like, a lot of people have Brazilian hair, or I don't want to call it, well, it's weave, but some people they want custom hair boxes, and those boxes are literally like, I looked at custom boxes for my candle brand, and those can run you in the thousands of dollars. Why not you can buy the regular colored boxes, and you could literally take some vinyl, put their logo on it, and sell them for half the price that the other brands do, and still make a really good profit. So think about that branding for small businesses. And there's hundreds of businesses out there. There's thousands of businesses out there. So don't just think that, oh, because these are the ones I talked to you about, that these are the only ones you can do. Literally, like, if you're a part of any Facebook groups, go on those Facebook groups, go to like entrepreneur Facebook groups, and those people, the people in the groups literally always need custom packaging, are always looking for it. So that's a way that you can, one, find your customer, get ideas for what kind of custom packaging that you want to provide, and just get into it. And literally there's a small there's a small cost to start up. And what that is a Cricut. Now I've seen them as low as like $180 for the, I think it's called the Air 2, I believe. I have the Cricut Maker, so I'm not 100% sure about that one. But the Air 2 literally is like $179 now. And I'll put a link down below for an inexpensive one that I saw on Amazon. So that's something that you can definitely do. So the next thing I want to talk about is acrylic signs. So I definitely don't see a lot of people doing this, and I think it's a great money maker. So this is an acrylic sign. Don't judge me on this design because I did this when I first got my Cricut, and I just had like a little bit of vinyl and I was like playing with fonts and I didn't know too much about it. So, but this is my acrylic sign that I made, and you can get acrylic from like Home Depot. You can order off of Amazon. You can order it in bulk. And these are such a good thing to sell because this is a small little acrylic sign. This sign cost me, I believe, $4 at Home Depot, but you can get them way cheaper online. This small sign cost me $4. It's painted on the back, so yeah, you need to buy paint, but you can literally buy those little 99-cent paints and don't even use a fourth of it to paint the back of this. And then with this is Boss Up and Change Your Life. This is from a Lizzo song. That's my girl. But anywho, you can literally just make signs, and what these are good for is weddings. Like events these are bomb for events. People love these for events because you can make these for any type of event. You can make them in any colorway because literally your only investment is acrylic, paint, and vinyl. And you could stock up on, just start out with like black, white, pink, blue, vinyl. You can get hundreds of these paints for 99-cents, and you can spend $100 on acrylic sheets in different sizes. And I have it, hold on one second, guys. I have a different size right here too. So you can see, like, this is the $3 one. This is the $6 size. But again, these are from Home Depot. You can get these way cheaper. And I've looked on Etsy, and I kind of show you a few shops all on the screen. As you can see here, these signs, I mean, they start out at like $40 for this the small sign that I showed you. So you can literally, you know, really make good profit for something that cost you maybe all in with vinyl, with the paint and the acrylic sign. This may have cost me, because this doesn't even use a whole sheet of vinyl, this may have cost me, I would say, maybe $6 all in, and you're selling this for $40. So these are really cool things to sell. Obviously, you know, you do have to do a little bit of work to get them to be able to be like hung. If you have like a drill, you can just drill 2 little holes up here, get some twine, get a rope, whatever you want, and then boom, maybe add another 50 cents to your cost and still sell these for a big profit. So acrylic signs are something that are a really big thing that you can do. And what's great, actually I want to talk a little bit more about the sign. So what's great about this is that they're not specific for like one thing. Like, okay, I mentioned events, yeah, that's great, but people love acrylic signs for baby rooms. They can be art, they can be put in like businesses for the entry of their business. I'm going to insert a picture here. This is a event that me and my mom went to, and they had like a little station set up for us to take pictures, and this acrylic sign was there. And honestly, like thinking back about it and looking at the picture now, because this is before my mind was like working on this type of stuff, I'm pretty sure someone made that for them. I don't think they like outsource that to like a major company. I'm pretty sure someone that has a Cricut made that sign for them, because I could tell it's a little bit Cricut, but we ain't gonna talk about that. So yes, acrylic signs are another way that you can make bank. And why I'm showing you these things, because these are higher margin things that you can make with your Cricut. Because yeah, you can sell a t-shirt. I mean, a custom t-shirt you can maybe sell for $40, and you're still buying more expensive iron-on vinyl. You have to buy the t-shirt, and if you mess up, you have to do it again. T-shirts are like one and done, where this type of stuff, if you get removable vinyl, I suggest doing permanent vinyl on these, but you can get removable vinyl and put it on, because 9 times out of 10, these are not going to be in an area that are going to be out in the elements like water and stuff like that. So it's up to you and what you feel is right for your business. But acrylic signs are a bomb thing to make with your Cricut that you can make some money hunty. Okay guys, so I talked to you about making custom packaging for small businesses, large businesses, whatever. We talked about acrylic signs. So the next thing I want to talk to you about is home decor items. So you think, okay, home decor items, yeah, I can make pillows, which I have a video on that. If you want to see it, check it out, and I'll link it above here. But also I want to talk to you about wall decals. So these are some wall decals that I have left over from a project that I did in my bedroom. So these are bomb. First of all, they're super easy to make. Like literally, you can just go pick a shape. You can go on Cricut design space and just pick a shape that you like, organize them into a pattern, and print them out, and have your Cricut cut them out, and boom, you have wall decals. They're super easy to apply for the user. So you literally just pull them off and stick them on the wall, and you can suggest a pattern, but the user of these, they can literally, I'll show you. Boom, on the wall. Oh, can't see that. Boom, on the wall, and you can stick these in any pattern that you want. I'll insert a picture here of how I use these wall decals in my room. And also I'm going to take you to an Etsy page really quick and show you how these are used. Because this Etsy page that I'm going to show you, they sell 5 pieces of cloud vinyl for, I'm sorry, I'm looking at my computer here because I don't remember how much it was, for $19.99. So that means that piece of vinyl probably cost them, a roll of vinyl can cost, I mean, depending on how many feet you get, let's just say you get 30 feet of vinyl for 20 bucks. So you're going to probably use a foot of vinyl to make that. So now you're taking something that cost you $1 and turning it into 20 bucks. And literally cutting some clouds out will probably take you on your Cricut maybe 5 to 10 minutes. And yes, you do have to buy Cricut supplies, but those are like a one-time purchase that you can calculate into the cost of your items. And then eventually you don't have to calculate those no more. So like say you bought a Cricut mat, you bought a 3-pack, those are like 15 bucks. You calculate that into your initial, launch. After that, boom, you've paid for those items and you're still making money. So definitely wall decals are a big thing. And like, so myself, I'm Instagram, I follow on Instagram, this Instagram called The Lovely Wall Co. And I'll put a picture of their Instagram page here. And they make money, okay? They are constantly sold out. They make all these type of, they make all these vinyl wall decals. Why did I have a brain fart there? Wall decals, and they're great. Like people use them in lieu of wallpaper. If you live in an apartment and you can't paint the walls, you can't put anything permanent up, they're perfect for that. And even though wall decals are sometimes a one-time purchase, like people are not gonna, come back and buy the same decals, you have big profit margins on them, and you can work them in while you're selling other things. So like, for instance, these 2 things, I could see them being like, if you wanted to focus on a home decor shop, you could literally say, okay, I'm going to make vinyl signs, I'm going to make wall decals, and these are all very low cost of entry, and you can literally make bank with making these things. And why also I showed you these things, because you don't have to be super creative to make these things. You can literally pick a shape, cut it out, and sell it, and people will make it their own. And with the signs, even though I already talked about this, kind of want to go back into it. The sign, you can literally offer custom signs. So you can let people choose the color that's on the back here that shows through. You can let them choose the color of the font, and the font that they want. You don't even have to come up with designs. You can literally say, okay, you can put Aiden's room in blue, and they want the back paint to be red, and they want a cursive font, and you provide them with 10 fonts. It's really easy to do, and it's not anything that like you have to be a super creative person to do these things. Like I picked these things because they are like, you don't need to be creative to make these things. So like even going back, and I know I already talked about this, so I'm sorry for going back, but this just came into my mind. But even with the lash and the custom packaging, like, you don't have to think about any of this stuff. Your customer is gonna send you their file, is gonna send you their logo, is gonna send you whatever, and you're just providing a service. You're cutting the stuff out, slapping it on packaging, or you don't even have to do that. Just like this sheet, you don't even have to put it on packaging. Like if you don't want to provide the packaging, you don't want to even do that, you can literally sell stickers, stamps. You can do that, and the person that is selling them can apply it to their own products. So there's a lot of different ways that you can make this work without having to be creative and with a very low cost of entry. So those are the things that I wanted to show you, to say that you can create stuff for a very low cost with Cricut and make some money. So this part of the video, what I'm really gonna do is just show you people who are making money doing these things and how you can kind of not promote, what is the word I'm looking for? How you can kind of align your business to be in a certain lane. So just like how on YouTube we have niches that you kind of, all your videos are about, you can do the same thing with your Cricut business. So if you are going to be doing, like I said, if you want to go ahead and do branding for your product, so you can technically look at yourself as a vendor. So just like when people have other business, they have hair vendors, they have clothing vendors, they have all types of stuff. You can be a custom packaging vendor. So you can promote yourself and you can literally do everything custom packaging. You can provide boxes, you can provide bags, you can provide specific brand, specific, I can't say that right, but yeah, y'all not gonna judge me. I know y'all not gonna judge me. But you can literally stay in a lane. Like say you only want to do products for hair and stuff like that. Like, you know what? I'm gonna be right back because I think I have something for hair and I want to show you guys. Okay, so I'm back. Now I'll edit that out. But anyway, so I go in to show you this. So this is the hair box. These are expensive. Like, and a lot of people don't know how to source boxes like this from China and do it reasonably and paying. A lot of people don't want to do that. A lot of people don't want to pay for air freight and pay, up to $800, $1,000 to get some custom packaging. So you can be that middleman and say, hey, okay, I'm going to offer beauty product packaging, and that can be your whole lane, and you can learn and get deep into it and perfect your craft and say, hey, okay, I'm going to buy boxes. I'll offer 4 colors. I'll offer blue, black, red, yellow, whatever. And you can cut out vinyl. You can cut out vinyl designs. You can do something more like this, where this is a sticker, which I did with print and cut. So you print this out on a printer, then you put it in the Cricut, and it cuts out the shape for you. So there's ways to get it with making it with a Cricut that you don't have to be creative, like I talked about today. So this one is Monique's paper art. They have a lot of sales, and look at the starting price for this acrylic sign. It's 36 by 24, and you can do your research on how much the acrylic costs. If I had to guess, it would be about $25 for this size, and you pick a color. So I picked black in the 36 by 24, and they're charging $200 for the sign. And you see they have almost 4,000 sales, so people are buying these. They also have reviews for signs. That means that people are buying these, and they have multiple pages. So this is something that can cost you maybe $30, and you can flip that into $200. And obviously there's other costs that have to be considered, but I want to show you that this is super possible and a great way to make money with your Cricut without having to be too creative. And here's the lash boxes. So like I said, you can be a beauty brand creator where you can go in and make lash boxes. They're charging 89 cents per box. If someone has the lash company, they're probably gonna buy, you see they have so many numbers here because people are going to buy a large amount of these. So 89 times 100, you're gonna make $89 on something that may cost you $20. And again, these are all figures that I'm just thinking quickly about, but can be somewhat realistic. And even to go deeper into that, if you want to customize poly mailers, these poly mailers are our big market. People need custom poly mailers for their business, and you can see how easily and how much money you can make. If you get the large poly mailers at 50 by 60 and you want a business wants 100 of them, you're making $123 for something that may cost you $40. You can literally pull up on Amazon and see how much regular plain poly mailers are, but that customization is what's going to get you that extra money. So there is a lot of ways you can make money. I didn't pull up a decals site or Etsy shop, but I can show you just how quickly you can go and find decals that are made on Etsy and how much people make for them. Like this literally right here is, and look how many sales they have, 35,000 sales, and they are charging minimum $28 for 36 circles that you can literally cut out with the Cricut, literally. And this would take 36 circles, may take 1.5 feet of vinyl. And again, we break down that cost depending on how much you make. Worst case scenario, $5 to make this, and you're making $28. And obviously people love them. They're going to use them in their homes. And this is a super easy way to make money with using Cricut. And you see how many reviews this shop has and how many people really love these removable decals. So guys, this is super possible, and I just wanted to show you how much money there is to be made with Cricut outside of the things that are normally marketed. You don't have to come up with t-shirt designs. You don't have to come up with, signage, because that's one thing that I'm not good at, is coming up with like phrases and stuff like that. And I be trying to sound like cool and okay, what's a cool phrase? What's a song that everyone talks about? And it just never works for me. So if you're like, I'm creative and I know that about myself, but I know a lot of people who are not. And if you can still buy a Cricut and make some money. So that's a few things that I wanted to show you. Also, if you still wanted to do something more creative and you wanted to come up with like a little niche, I have a video that is the $500 startup video, which I'll link above here. But you can make things like this. Like these are ashtrays that are made with resin and with Cricut cutout. This is when like Meg was hot. Well, she's still hot, but when she was like on the rise and everybody's on that hot girl beep, because I want this video to be monetized, okay? But yeah, so this is something that you can make. And then also like stash jars. This is something that I made for myself. I don't partake, but this is something I made for myself just so I could have it to show other people and show the brands. And this jar is 99 cents from the dollar store. Like, and literally vinyl again. Hey, I use 3 colors of vinyl on here, so you have to buy 3 rolls, cost you $60, and you can make probably 50 to 100 of these because it's so small. And these are $1 each. The vinyl is gonna cost you $60. So all in, you're at $160, and you can charge $15 a piece for these jars. And you can charge even more for customization. So there's money to be made out there without having to be creative. Again, these things take a little bit more creativity, but not a lot. You can literally look up some templates online of things that you think people will like. You can just put a weed leaf and then put someone's name on it. That doesn't take too much creativity. So these are some things that you can make as well. And again, if you want to learn more about making these and how you can actually make money, I have a whole like 40-minute video on that. So check that out. Okay guys, so I hope at the end of this video you are feeling rich. You're gonna go make some custom packaging. You're gonna go ahead and make some acrylic signs for people, and you're gonna be making that Cricut money. You're gonna flip that $200 that you spent on a Cricut and $100 that you spent on supplies and flip it to a business. Like, the thing is, people do this all the time. People are making money off Cricut. Like, people literally, like, I'm in some Cricut groups, and I'll link some groups down below because being in these Facebook groups, like, bomb, okay? They are really, really helpful. Like, you can learn a whole craft just by being in. You can learn the whole I don't know why I'm like this today. You can learn a whole business by just joining some Facebook groups. So I'll actually link some down below that are actually good Facebook groups that are helpful and that you can learn from. So thank you guys for watching. I hope this is helpful. Like I talked about in my live video, which you can check that out as well. Like, I'm all about giving back to my subscribers and giving you knowledge that I wish someone had given me, because I took all this time to learn all this stuff and I'm not using it because I'm on to other things. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.